Hey, we're back again. The Coon Prairie Ramblers here.
Back in the saddle again.
We're talking about gardening. And my mother, I told you my mother had gardens that went on for eternity. I think the problem was maybe there was a hill there. And it went, I'm standing on one side of the hill and goes up over the hill and down on the other side. I'm thinking, I can't even see the other end of that garden.
Forget that noise.
Yeah. But
what did you do in the garden? What did you have to do physically?
Pulling the weeds. Well, marking the rows. You know, in the beginning when you put the string out, you're marking the rows.
Yep.
Then you're planting the seeds that had, all the stuff when you're down on your knees. It's, well, basically everything.
Were you ever singing, I come to the garden alone?
No, I don't think I knew that song when I was a little boy. And then my mother, but I do remember my mother doing a lot of canning. And she canned.
Oh, yeah.
Had gardens and canned my whole life, as far back as I can remember. And when she died, after she died, I went down to the basement. I was cleaning out our house because, to sell it. And there was canned goods down in the basement. But I know they were green beans, but you know what? Those things were so old, I was afraid. You
can get botulism.
Okay. Well,
tomatoes what scared me. I don't know why, but canned tomato. But I tell you what, one of the most precious memories, and I don't know why, that I have is sitting around with my mother and my grandmother would be canning.
Yeah.
They would have a dining room table slap full of mason jars with the lids on there. And I'm sitting there and I keep hearing.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's the lids, when they vacuum seal themselves, would make that popping noise.
They sure did.
And if they ever had one that didn't seal, then they would pull that one aside and you'd eat it like the next day or that night or something.
That's right.
Go ahead and eat it. But
even to this day, my wife cans. My wife cans guava.
The secret's out now.
And
we're going to Mel's house. We live here.
And other stuff. I can't. It was
green beans, tomatoes.
Green bean, she more of the fruit stuff. She cans more of the fruit stuff.
Moringa.
Yeah. But so even to this day, all my life, I've heard that popping sound of those tin.
Y'all ever had to sit around and shell peas for a long time?
Oh,
get you a lap full of them and sit there.
Yeah.
I'd rather do the snaps than shell the peas.
Oh, I'd much rather.
Some peas are easier to shell than others.
Yeah.
There's all kind of peas out there. I think I like all of them.
Yeah.
And I ain't met too many I didn't like.
I ain't met one I didn't like. Any pea or a bean.
You know that the Motts, our friends from Nocatee,
they were farmers.
They were very
good. Garden.
And they had, I guess, what you'd call heritage peas, because they're not like black eyes, they're not zippers, they're just a pea. I don't know what they are, but they have preserved those throughout the ages by, or the years, and they have saved the seeds for the next year, and they can plant them again. And they are very good, little creamy peas. They are good, good. I hadn't had one in years, but I can still remember them.
Ain't nothing like peas and rice.
Yeah, it wasn't the Mott's that started canning?
Yeah.
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 Didn't they have a Mott jar?
That was apple juice.
That was applesauce. We did not have a tractor to plow with.
Well, that was you were the poor
we were so poor.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how poor we was. My father retired and we moved from New Orleans back to Nocatee in 1967.
Horse and buggy.
Next month it's going to be horse and buggy. It took us 2 weeks to get there. It'll be 50 years in a couple of weeks.
So you moved from the high rent district to the low interest.
Well, we wasn't in no high rent district in New Orleans, trust me. But we had 10 acres there on family property there, and my dad cut out a section to be the garden or whatever. And he had an old plow that belonged to his daddy. Mm-hmm. And he took us out there and he said, "We're going to plow this." And I said, "We? What's this we?"
Yeah.
So guess who got hooked to the plow?
Oh,
I was on the plow.
You was a horse?
I was on a mule or a jackass or whatever you want to call me. But he said, "Look, you see that fence post right there? You walk straight towards that fence post or whatever." Up and down the mine. We made it. Luckily, it wasn't no acre garden. Thank goodness. And we grew a few things out there, but that's one of my memories of.
Well, if
gardening.
you'd have called me, I'd have bought our little economy tractor.
Did we have a phone then? I might have to send you a smoke signal.
So
Well,
We're
you could have walked over.
I could have walked over.
It wasn't, as the crow flies, it's 2 blocks.
And still been better than pulling plow. Yeah, I could have walked
3
over
blocks.
there. Something
while
like
you
that.
were plowing, did you think, okay, this is not what I'm going to do for the rest of
I
my
said, I'm
life?
going to be like Mel. I'm going to run away from home and join the circus.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking.
Do you remember anything in particular y'all planted that you liked better than the rest? I know you didn't like okra. That's a well-known
But they always
fact.
did okra. They always did squash. There was always some beans and peas. And,
I love
and
squash.
sometimes a row of corn
I love corn.
and tomatoes.
Yeah.
I used to like to go out to the
Silver mine.
or that silver queen corn.
Is that what it's called?
Silver queen, the sweet
Okay,
stuff.
I was thinking
It's like a
silver
white
mine.
corn. It's real
Yeah,
sweet.
really good.
Oh my goodness! I used to like to go out to the tomato patch out there with a salt shaker in my pocket.
Yeah.
You're going to pick tomatoes, but you eat a few of them raw. You just salt them down and eat
Yeah.
them right there off the.
Well, if you get that corn when it's really ripe, you can
Yeah.
just sit there and eat it raw
If it's
off
sweet
the corn.
enough, that's right. It is sweet enough.
So why aren't you living on the hacienda right now? The old family homestead.
Well, that's a story.
Oh.
Let me think. My uncle came home. He retired. My father divided the land between the two of them. Each of them had 5 acres, and the old home place was on our side. And my parents passed away, and it was willed to my sisters, and they ended up getting in some financial trouble and having to sell it. And then the other people that moved into it, I think, purposely burned it down.
Oh.
And then my uncle, who had the other half, his son bought the 5 acres back from those people. So I don't have a claim to it or whatever, but he does. And the old home place is gone. But
Did you get willed anything?
I got a lot at Nocatee. My dad gave me catty corner from where the old schoolhouse was.
Yeah.
There's Shores and 760.
Yeah.
I have that lot.
Okay.
You
There's
know,
a double wide on it.
I think that I'm not going to say all the ills of the world, but I think a lot of the problems with us today are we're no longer connected to the land.
You're right. And so many, we're dependent on
And we were
Walmart.
when we were kids.
Yeah.
We played on the land. We played out there. We farmed out there. We did all kind of stuff out there, and we raised pigs and cows and ate them and
Chickens.
everything.
Well,
And
see, a lot of the population, a lot of people try to get away from the dirt.
right.
They don't want to live that close to the dirt.
Some of them came
And
back to it. They thought they
Also,
wanted to get away
when
from
we
it.
were young, I don't know if you remember this, but when a lot of the farmers would end up finished with their crops, they would open the fields to other people.
That's right.
They would call you. I don't think just put ads in the paper, but they'd call you, say,
Friends and neighbors.
yeah. And we would go to these big farms,
That's right.
and we'd go out and pick peas, we'd pick tomatoes, we'd pick watermelons, everything in the world. We'd go out there and get them. And, well, I mean, we ate a lot that was just homegrown or farm raised. It wasn't like going to the store and getting you a can of green beans.
All that preservatives and stuff in
No,
it.
and-
MSG and
We didn't worry about HMOs and GMOs and
OMGs and all that.
no, and hybrids and all that
And
stuff.
LOL.
LOLs. And have none of them in there either.
But
But we ate better, and I think we were healthier
yeah,
back in the day.
we actually had a couple of milk cows when I was a kid,
We didn't do that.
and
but-
we milked those cows. We made butter.
wow.
We'd skim the cream off of that milk, and you'd put it in the fridge. And there is no comparison between fresh milk off of a farm and anything you can buy in the store today. I mean, there's no
comparison.
It was rich. I mean, it was like,
A million calories.
oh gosh,
They're good for you.
But I guess we burn enough calories off it. It did make us fat. 'Cause
That's
we were
right.
all
You was
skinny.
out there working in the garden.
We were all skinny.
We had cows and
My
chickens.
wife buys a gallon a week. There's a family around the corner that goes some farm and picks it up.
Fresh milk.
Yeah, fresh milk. And then take the cream off the top. And
No kidding.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, well, I don't drink it. Hannah and Carrie drink it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because you just don't drink milk, or you
Yeah,
just
I just got away from milk. I'm not.
Well, we about milked this subject for a couple of segments now. I think we're going to have to move on down the line here in just a few seconds. So we'll have to come back with another subject in a minute. So y'all sit tight and act right.